Hello, happy Sunday. This is Noreen and I'm coming to you from my kitchen. Today I'm going to talk about some kitchen hacks and meal prep. So two things that I think makes me more efficient in the kitchen and more organized. So I'm starting right here at the sink. Number one rule is a workspace. It must be clean and organized and tidy. For me, makes me efficient and helps me decrease the chances of spreading any types of germs or anything. So I use a homemade cleaner called Deep Cleanser and I wipe my surfaces. So I'm starting with a clean workspace. Number two, okay, so my mom insisted when I first had kids 11 years ago that this was going to save me time in the kitchen, and she's so right. So thanks, Mom, for this tip. Keep a sink full of water when you're working in your kitchen so that you can wash and then place in the second sink to dry. Now, I air dry all my dishes because I think towels are nasty. And if you come to my house, you know that I have a towel system right behind me there. So towels hanging on the stove are only for hand drying, and I change those at least twice a day. I have a secret towel spot down here. See that towel hanging? That is, if we have to dry the dishes, it uses that towel. So, but most of the time, if you come here, you'll see I have just air drying dishes. Okay, so again, just helping to decrease the amount of cross-contamination and passing germs along. Okay, secondly, when I'm in my kitchen, I need good music. So I have my little wall-mounted stereo there. It's the radio. Find your favorite station. I find that having good music on just keeps me in the groove, and I don't know, I love music. Without music, life would be a mistake. Number two, or I don't even know what number. I'm just going to keep telling you stuff. Water. I always talk about hydration. Water is so important. So that is always on my counter. I have a huge water jug that I keep, it's filtered. I keep it filled, and I know that I'm getting my daily intake. I usually drink this thing twice, at least once, sometimes twice, but anyways. Okay, next. I have my coffee maker always ready to go. So I love our coffee from Longevity. I get it delivered every month to my house. And so my coffee maker is great because my whole beans can go in here. But if I choose to use my ground coffee, it's in there. So here's my coffee maker ready to go so that if company shows up or, you know, in the morning, it's just ready to hit the button. I also have the program feature, so that's great. So my coffee is always ready to go. Okay, next, my supplements. I find that by having my supplements out, it reminds me to take them. Now, this is something that I believe is absolutely a necessity in life. Our soil is so depleted and over-farmed that many of the nutrients that once were in our soil are no longer there. So supplementation is essential. So that's my little supplement quarter. When I see it and I haven't taken it, it's a reminder for me. So, you know, maybe place your supplements in a place where you go to every day, whether it's by the sink, by your toothbrush, or whatever. So that's that. Next, a sharp knife. As a chef, one of my pet peeves is going to someone's house and using a knife that is so dull that I can't cut with it. So having a sharp knife is essential. You know, whether you have a home sharpener, or I know there's many services where you can pay someone to do it for you, but invest in it. Invest in good knives, invest in sharpening them. Next. Okay, veggies. So for the week, I get everything cut and ready so that it's in the fridge for a quick grab snack, or ready to throw in a pan for those nights when you don't know what to cook for dinner, or maybe you just want raw veggies on the table. So here I've got peppers, I've got zucchini, I've got carrots and cauliflower, all raw, ready in their containers. They're going to go in the fridge. Now, you'll notice in the back here, I have this plate of grated carrot. What I do with that is I put it in a bag and I store it in my freezer. Whenever I have cuttings from vegetables such as carrots, onions, celery, it goes in the bag, and then at the end of the week or whenever the bag's full, I make a broth. So now that's what I have going on here. It's already done. It's just cooling. So I roasted a whole chicken. So this whole chicken I just seasoned with my Savor seasonings and popped it in the oven. I roasted this whole chicken for about 45 minutes. And then, so the reason I use the whole chicken is for two reasons. One, it's more cost effective. And two, you can make these awesome broths with the carcass. So once the chicken is roasted, I cut the meat off the bone and I have it cooled and in the container ready to go in the fridge. So during the week, I have chicken ready for my family. Now I'm a vegetarian. I'm not going to eat it, but I have dinner ready, so I can slice this, throw it in a stir fry. I can just reheat and, you know, add to a salad, whatever I'm making, that's that. So there's the chicken. Now the carcass went in my pot. You can see it here. And in the pot went those parts of the veggies that I cut off. So, and then I just added water and I let it simmer. I brought it to a boil and then I let it simmer. So now this broth, what I'll do is I'll strain it and I have the broth ready to sip on, you know, or I'll make it into chicken noodle soup, or I mean, we eat soup weekly. So that's that. And it's so good for you. Yeah, good healthy fats, and the bone broth is just amazing for you. So there's my broth. Next, we eat a lot of eggs. You'll see the stack behind me there. I'm going to get to it. But here on the stove, I've just boiled a dozen eggs. Now, my little hack for your eggs is add your eggs to the water. Put it on the stove. As soon as the water boils, shut your burner off. This is going to conserve energy. And let the eggs just rest in that boiled water for about 15 minutes. Drain the water and peel the eggs and then store in the fridge in containers like I have here. These are just glass containers with a nice tight fitting lid. And then you're heading to the fridge, and when you need a snack, you're grabbing your veggies or you're grabbing your eggs. This is just going to help you make better food choices. By having this stuff prepped, you're just going to avoid seeking out those maybe not so good for you choices. So this is why I like doing this. Okay, so I roasted Brussels sprouts a couple days ago. So I have Brussels sprouts ready to just reheat for a meal. And here is some egg salad that I prepared with the boiled eggs that I had. So this is just eggs mashed with an avocado. And I added some of my California onion seasoning, savor seasoning too. And so now I've got some egg salad, again, just ready to go. I can use it with veggies raw, you know, as like a dip, like this. So good. Okay, so again, just making things work well in your kitchen. Okay, over here in this corner, a couple things that should never be refrigerated. One is avocados. Avocados also will ripen quicker if you have them near bananas. And there's a couple other things that they ripen quicker, but bananas and avocados don't belong together. They also don't belong in the fridge. Two is tomatoes. Tomatoes also don't belong in the fridge, so I keep them on my counter. Okay, next is my supplements. I take a digestive enzyme every time I eat, and I also take probiotics, and essential fatty acids. So these are quick. I just pop it open, and each day is labeled, and that is, again, helping me remember so I have that out. My diffuser. My essential oil today I have is To Be at Peace. I diffuse this for 15 minutes in every hour just to freshen the air and get the benefits of that. Next is my eggs. I always store my eggs on the counter. I get these amazing eggs from a guy at my husband's work. They are fresh farm eggs. Look at that multiple colors here. Look at those eggs. So I store my eggs at room temperature because I love to bake, and baking with eggs at room temperature, cooking with eggs at room temperature just is going to give you a much better product. So there's that. Butter, I store my butter at room temperature, and I use grass-fed organic butter, so that's there. And then I always have a pencil and paper right beside my fridge to jot down anything I'm getting low on. So during the week, if I'm running out of something, I quickly add it to the list to make my grocery list. So come grocery time, I'm going to the store with a list and I'm not walking through the aisles aimlessly. Okay, So now that this video is almost 10 minutes long and I've rambled on, I hope that some of the tips that you saw here help you become more efficient in your kitchen. Now, I have a 30-day, actually it's going to be 90-day accountability group running right now. So if you're looking to get more active and get some healthy eating tips, please ask to join my accountability group. Secondly, if you want continued recipe ideas and to learn more about my savor foods that I use in my kitchen, ask to join my foodie group. It's a VIP group. I host cooking classes. I offer featured products and sales. So 2 different groups. Share this, comment below if this helped you. Thanks for sticking around. Make it a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope you have a great week. All right, thanks for watching.